Hello everybody, I'm Shadow's Rain, and you are awesome. Today we are going to be comparing Cold War's Dirty Bomb game mode against Warzone's, Modern Warfare's Plunder game mode. Which one's better and which one has the king of the crown when it comes to the supporting acts? Find out in this video. It's going to be quite an in-depth one, quite a thorough one, so it's not going to be the super quick, snappy editing that you're used to on the videos of late. So if you do remember this, if you do enjoy this video, please make sure you hit that like button below. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing. I've been working on a lot of lates lately, which is why the gameplay videos haven't been coming out because it's a bit difficult to shoot when everyone's in bed. But with that being said, this is this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. I know that this is Warzone footage, but don't worry about that. The only reason that I'm using Warzone footage is because, well, to be honest, none of the A1A will play Plunder with me, which is a bit of a shame. But that's fine, but I will be mixing this in with some Cold War footage as well. So let's get right into it. So first, a summary, not an advert. Plunder and Dirty Bomb both fill a certain area of their games. They are the supporting act to the main event, which is Warzone. But we've done nearly 100 videos on Warzone, so let's just give that a little break for now. Getting a bit bored of it. Well, Battle Royale in general, I think. I'm still happy playing COD. Plunder was originally released in a beta form as Blood Money. I only mention this as this was the state it was in when a lot of people last played it. So basically, it's on the same map, has the same contracts, and no gas or permadeath pressure, which is probably an aspect of the game that some people really don't like about Warzone or Battle Royale in general. So it uses the same resources as Warzone, but utilises different mechanics such as spawning in with your weapons and perks by flying in the same way you usually would. There is more money being readily available in this game mode compared to Warzone, and there are engineered points of interest such as locations to deposit your cash, objectives, and the usual high ground. Best thing about this mode, like Dirty Bomb, is removing the cost of death. By that, I mean when you die in Warzone, you put your team at a massive disadvantage quite often because you're usually indirectly being the reason you lose the next fight, objective, or power position. Death isn't free in Plunder or Dirty Bomb either, but it is nowhere near as punished. This allows people to play with a certain degree of freedom, taking risks in places they otherwise wouldn't, and trying things and not being as afraid to be aggressive. This creates an environment where games are a bit more hectic and moments where you question, what was he trying to do? But yes, this is a 1KD player's absolute paradise in my opinion, as they can try new things with the health and time to kill of the Battle Royale. But yes, with all that being said, let's break down and get comparing to see if Dirty Bomb is actually an upgrade on Plunder. We'll start with the most fundamental difference, the objective. Both are races to a certain score where unlooted kills, deaths contribute nothing to the outcome of the match. Where the main difference is, however, is the way you score points, we'll say. Plunder will have you completing contracts that only you can see, and rich people will show up on the map. But what this means is that objectives are usually unique to you. Only you and your team can see your loot crate on a scav, only you can see your bounty, and once you have your money, you need to buy a deposit balloon or go to an often contested heli dropped location for a massive deposit to basically score. Once you manage to deposit it, it is then score. Only problem there being you could lose all your hard work to a camper cashing in on your success by holding a chopper location or locking down a shop, which is problematic because there are very, very easy ways for the campers to win in this game mode. In Dirty Bomb, everybody has the same objective and shares the same methods of acquiring it. No unique contracts, you loot chests, return to an objective on the map depositing your load, and once the objective has been filled, then you can detonate the bomb. However, this is when the game gets interesting. The game for me has an ebb and flow to it. Different phases of the game, if that's how you like to say it, but we'll come to that a bit more later. When the objective is primed for detonation, you get to detonate it. To arm it, you must plant the bomb, and in this process, it is quicker when you have teammates standing with you. This usually isn't that easy though, as the second a bomb is primed for arming, the lobby is quick to land on your ass on their next round of respawns. This means the lobbies are usually fighting for the objective because you get a lot of points for detonating the bomb and everyone knows it. Games can last either 10 minutes or upwards of 40 minutes depending on if it's an even match or if someone is steamrolling it. Everyone wants the same objective, which makes it harder to camp, and if you do camp, your chances of winning are severely weakened. In this department, Dirty Bomb gets the win. It's much more satisfying playing an actual contested objective rather than doing your contracts and then getting killed in one fight from a camping team at a shop. 1-0 Dirty Bomb thus far. Next, we're going to talk about the map. So Plunder, as we all know, is a full-scale Verdansk, which is where the Warzone and Spec Ops game modes takes place. So immediately the map feels familiar, and you know where everything is, making the learning curve flatter and allows you to get used to the game mode rather than the map. Which means more energy, mental energy, for killing things and people. Yay! Dirty Bomb, on the flip side of things, is difficult because we're not actually 100% sure what the map is for Warzone yet. I'm assuming it's a new map, and then it's safe to assume that it'll be taken from the Warzone map for Cold War. So at the moment, that part of the comparison is not applicable. However, I do really like the change in landscapes. One game it'll be summer, grass green, trees, etc. And the next you are in an Arctic winter, which is amazing. I like simple things like this, and the main difference, however, is that the maps we get from Plunder and Dirty Bomb, the map is vertically used, how verticality is used. By that, I mean if you want high ground on Plunder, you need to take a zip line to the middle floor of a building, and that's you set. In Dirty Bomb, you can't really do that. If you want high ground, climb that bastard mountain, but risk taking yourself away from anything important. This really helps with the high ground cheese that you would have to deal with. There are buildings in Dirty Bombs, but few are over 2 stories tall, and often the top floor has multiple ways to get to it as well, via windows, balconies and other means. So they can't just camp a door and dominate like they can on the Verdansk map, which is really frustrating to play against. There's nothing worse than getting shot from somebody at the top of a building where you can see the top few pixels of the bastard's head, and then he can see all of you. If I get shot by that angle, I want to be able to actually see the shoulders and full head of the person who has that angle. Head glitching wankers. Alas, this isn't a massive problem in Dirty Bomb. People may camp the houses, but there are ways to deal with it. For one, they are now in range of your grenades. Your grenades don't have to reach skyscraper levels to actually be able to do anything, which is really good. So objectives are out of the sight lines of these camped houses as well, and war machines, grenade launchers are everywhere and really effective. Now, there are some objectives inside these houses, but if everyone's attacking the houses, there's usually more grenades going in there than a single trophy system can block, so it's usually not too much of a problem. This point also goes the way of Dirty Bomb. 2-0. Weapons. This one is simple. The depth of detail that is put in Modern Warfare weapons and attachments is absolutely incredible. All of these things, when mixed with the fact of the details of sounds, recoil, movement speed, visual effects while firing, etc., it is far superior than any COD game ever. Maybe Cold War's gunplay could have been matched with this given the 3 years development it was meant to get, but because Sledgehammer games are absolute wet wipes when making COD games, Cold War only had 2 years instead of the 3 as planned. So weapons are good in Cold War, they've done very well with the time that they've had, but they do not hold a candle to Modern Warfare. Plunder wins this round pretty much by default. Next on the list is Killstreak and vehicle integration. Both games have killstreaks. Plunder only brings in select killstreaks though, and any killstreak that you do place that can kill people must be placed, and as a result you put yourself in plain view of whatever you want to strike. Vehicles are fun too, but you do have your basics like the quad, car, buggy, and then also a truck just for a laugh, and you also have a non-lethal helicopter too, where the only guns on it are your teammates. Dirty Bomb isn't quite as picky as to what you can take into the arena of death, however. Most killstreaks are available to you as ground loot, including chopper gunners, and then on top of that you can find fighter helicopters too, which are just normal vehicles. So you have point and click airstrikes, chopper gunners, and armed vehicles, so you can tell us went in the complete opposite direction to Plunder. So how does this make me feel though? Conflicted. There's more kill streaks in it, but they are easily shot down, and also the air patrol kill streak is available too, and that shoots everything out of the sky, which is highly amusing. It's just when you're rushing for an objective, you're about to clutch a team planting a bomb, and then you just get blitzed out of the sky by some inbred Timmy with 12 fingers. It feels a bit cheap and frustrating. Also in Plunder, running people over is super satisfying. I like the kill streak chaos in Dirty Bomb, but I can't help but feel it needs a little bit refining. Whereas I think that Plunder has got it right with what kill streaks are in there. So a little bit refining for Dirty Bomb, but at the minute, Plunder gets this point also. 2-2. So now it comes down to how does the game flow? How does it feel? How fun is it? Well, Plunder will give you sustained pressure. The game is a frantic race to reach $1 million, and you will go through periods where you are busy and quiet depending on the contract you're on, how much money you're carrying, and your location. It offers massive incentives for killing people and for holding, we'll call it, tactical power positions such as shops or heli deposit locations. However, it lacks solutions to campers, which are rampant. Rooftop snipers are OP and they don't even try to win most of the time, let's be real. And finally, there's no real common objective. There's no urgency in fighting for anything other than cash. Fighting for an objective is so much better. This is why ultimately Dirty Bomb is getting the win today for me. As mentioned below, the game has ebb and flow. The mode has complex layers. It starts not slow, but in a kind of a skirmishing phase, fighting people in the woods as you go on the hunt for uranium to prime the bomb with. And then as the bomb gets close to being primed, it begins the stage of the game I call the prowling, where the camping wolves try to catch you near the bomb, even sometimes letting you prime it so that they can arm it. These will hover near the bomb but not on the bomb, picking up kills, objective score, and usually kill streaks. But these beta males are usually taken down quickly. As mentioned earlier, they can be flushed out of camping spots quite easy. Then a bomb is primed, and then it is the climax of the location. People who can't get a foothold at other locations, people who are performing poorly, are going to get attracted to your bomb site now, and it'll be both attacking and prowling teams that will be attracted to your location for the steal. Well, then all hell breaks loose. This is when the game mode is at its best. Lots of explosions, different teams fighting for each other, and a mad scramble to play the objective and make plays. And then when the bomb is planted, it's get the hell out of there as quickly as possible. If there is ever a good time to take an L, it's here, because after the bomb explodes, it's good to look at the map and see where the next objectives are in play. Nearly ready to prime or untouched, and you go again. If there is no winner after all bombs are destroyed, you get another 5 on the map to have a go at it, and this cycle will be repeated until there is an eventual winner. It's got better flow and generally plays better than Plunder, which I think is going to be a really nice change of pace to Warzone. I may actually play this mode a lot more often, as I have played Plunder in this game. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, please remember to hit that like button below and consider subscribing. The algorithm has kind of done me over, because last week I had a video where I didn't upload in 3 days, and now I'm irrelevant, so now I'm just trying to climb myself back up to there again. So yeah, back to 2 days max. Hopefully looking to upload every day, but look, the objective is 5 videos a week, and we'll see where it goes from there. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.